Hey guys, so this page went live just few hours ago and Anthropic released two models today, Claude Fable 5 and Claude Mythos 5. And I have been testing the Claude Fable 5 since this morning, and honestly, this thing makes Opus 4.8 look like a junior developer. I ran both models on the exact same codebase today, same prompt, not changing a single word. And in this episode, we will go and we will see the differences side by side. But before that, let me start from the beginning and share a couple of things, right? So, 2 months ago, Anthropic built something called Mythos, a model very powerful, so capable, right, that they refused to release it publicly. They literally said, we built something we are not going to give everybody. And only a handful of companies got access. For example, the Microsoft, Apple, AWS, right? And they created this, the project called Glasswing. And you know why? Because what Anthropic indicated that they are locking it down because Mythos was so powerful that it can automatically discover and change zero-day exploits across major operating system and browsers. So think about it, right? It's not assisting a hacker, but acting like a hacker, right? So long story short, is Anthropic spent the last 2 months building something they would never built before, and they were trying to safeguard is strong enough to ship Mythos class intelligence to everyone, and that is what they did today. This model is called Fable 5. Okay, now before we touch base the demo, right, let me give you some real world numbers which they have indicated here, right? Because benchmarks are one thing, but what about actual company who use these models, right? So there is this company called the Stripe. What they indicated, they have a 50 million line Ruby code base, 50 million lines, guys. They needed a full code base wide migration, and you know how long that takes a full engineering team? Normally over 2 months, right? And Fable, you will not believe what happened. The Fable 5 did it in one day. Sync that thing, right? Only one day. 50 million lines, one engineering team, 2 months of work, and it just one day, right? So in other words, this is not autocomplete. This is not a suggestion tool. I mean, that is an autonomous engineer working at a scale no human team can match. I mean, there is no way. Right. Another thing, IMC, a trading firm, what is said that their trading analysis evaluation improved nearly across the board. Factual lookup, conceptual reasoning, root cause analysis, expected value analysis, all of it, right? So now let's take a look the benchmark. Okay, so take a look the benchmark, right? So I'm not sure you guys are familiar. SWE Bench Pro and Frontier Code, these are the gold standard for agentic coding. And take a look these numbers, right? So Fable 5 is 80.3%, Opus is 69.2, and GPT 5.5 is 58.6%. On Frontier Code, Fable 5 29.3%, Opus 13.4%, and GPT 5.6. Think about it, almost like 6 times more than GPT, and 2 times more than Opus 4.8. I mean, that's insane. I have a pretty simple repo which does a blog post. We have normally, the React structure. We have one simple component and all it does. Okay, we are going to use exactly the same prompt, and then we will see the output difference between the Opus 4.8 and Fable 5. Let us start with the Opus first. So I'm going to change model first to change into Opus 4.8. And this is what actually I'm going to give. You are a senior React architect. Analyze this entire code base. Give me a complete technical audit. Okay. Now take a look what it is going to find it out. It's trying to read all the files. I will analyze the code base thoroughly. Let me start by mapping the structure and reading the key files. Okay, so till the time it is trying to scan it, one thing, honestly, right? This repo, this code, the one which I'm showing you, this is definitely not going to showcase the capability of Fable 5 or Opus 4.8. I mean, this repo is too easy for any of these cloud models, right? So if you have really very complicated and large, the complex level repo, give it a try, and then probably you will be able to see the difference. But this is just, I'm showcasing that. Let's see. Okay, so let's take a look what actually it find. We have the first stackability versus the stack, then the TypeScript situation is fake, 4 rule violation, 6 accessibility UX. So this is what it gives. So I'm not going to clean it out, so we can compare it. And let me switch the model now to Fable 5. Okay, this is what. Okay, switch to Fable 5, and then I'm giving exactly the same prompt. Now let's take a look that what Fable 5 is able to find versus Opus 4.8. So it is going through and scanning the files. And let me do one thing, okay? Can you put both model findings side by side as well, so we can see the output between these two models? Okay, now take a look. Okay, now let me expand this one, guys, so we can see, we can compare a little bit more in detail. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, findings Opus 4.8, Cloud.md spec versus reality mismatch, called it aspirational, not enforced, either a rules or code is lying, same thing. Okay, now look here, TypeScript is cosmetic, no TypeScript depth, note, yes, this one. Okay, in Fable 5, look here, sharper phrasing, a typer would build and ship timer tweak in this, flagged as the core correctness bug, noted functional, same findings, same fix, track ID, use effect, cleanup. This one, I did that it would bundle into production install, filmed against WCAZ publicly. Okay, priorities identical, both rank the same way. Bottom line, the two audits are 95% identical in substance, which is expected given the shared context. The second run inherited the first analysis. The genuine delta are minor. Opus 4.8 dug slightly deeper into dependency version plausibility. Fable 5 added one extra edge case and more concrete refactoring suggestion. Uh, so this is what it is. Okay, now let me talk about the safeguards for a second, because you will notice something when you use Fable 5 on security related code, right? So sometimes what actually it is going to do, it is going to fall back to Opus 4.8 mid session, and it is going to tell you, okay, but it is going to notify you, but it falls back because that is what they have added, these safeguards. So anything which is related with, for example, it can happen with the related with cyber security, biology, chemistry, right? So those kind of requests, Anthropic was deliberately conservative with these classifiers, and they said it themselves, right, that this is what they are going to do. That so in those requests, it might, your Fable 5 might fall back to 4.8. Now one more thing. Okay, so now you have got Fable 5 free until June 22nd, so that is 2 weeks, right? After June 22nd, you will need usage credits. Okay, and then Anthropic says that they are going to bring it back as a standard feature as fast as they can scale capacity, right? So 2 weeks free, go ahead, please use it. Now one final thing. Okay, so if you are using Cloud.ai, go there and you will see the Fable 5 model. Okay, if you are using the Cloud CLI, you have to upgrade, you have to update your Cloud CLI, so you can start seeing this Fable 5 model. If you are not updating the CLI, you will not able to see this model. Okay, so once you update it, that is when only you will be able to see. So that's all about the Cloud Fable 5, guys. See you in next one. Thank you.